The pyramids are arguably one of the most iconic and oldest wonders depicted in Civilization VI. There are many pyramids all around Egypt, but the most famous ones, and the ones that the game is directly depicting, are those found on the Giza Plateau, just outside modern-day Cairo. The Pyramid of Khufu, also known as the Great Pyramid of Giza, is actually the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world that still survives today. In Civilization VI, the pyramids provide the following bonuses: +2 culture, they grant a free builder, and all builders receive an extra build charge. We can start with a minor culture bonus, since it is a bit easier to explain. The pyramids have been one of the most admired cultural icons for pretty much all of their existence. Just to put how old they are into perspective, by the time Cleopatra ruled Egypt, the pyramids were already more than 2,500 years old. From historians and travelers of the Hellenistic world to all the tourists of today, the pyramids have never failed to attract the eyes of the world. Awe-inspiring to this day, this wonder has definitely secured its place as one of the most recognizable and important cultural landmarks. Now, onto the more specific bonuses, it's obvious that the pyramids focus on the builder unit in Civ VI. The player gets an immediate free builder, as well as an important boost to all of their builders for the rest of the game. These bonuses are probably inspired by the pure logistical and organizational achievement that the construction of the pyramids was. It is very evident that a huge workforce would be required to construct the pyramids. The ancient Greeks believed that this workforce was consisted of slaves, but modern evidence suggests that it was more likely constituted by conscript laborers. The ancient Egyptians organized these laborers in a way that was probably never seen before at that point of humanity's history. An entire workers' village was erected near the pyramid site, where archaeological evidence suggests that these laborers enjoyed a variety of benefits, such as plenitude of food, medical aid, while even receiving proper burials. This discovery implies that the workforce that built the pyramids was not seen as easily disposable by the pharaohs of the time. Furthermore, it gives a hint that the Egyptians regarded those workers as highly skilled, deserving of all the amenities that could be provided during the long period of construction. Alongside this permanent workforce, there would also have been up to possibly tens of thousands of seasonal workers who would rotate in periods of 3 to 4 months and would help with auxiliary tasks around the construction site. The construction also required surveyors, architects, and engineers capable of aligning the blocks of the pyramids with remarkable precision. Civ VI seems to extract 2 main points from this historical analysis. First, the sheer number of workers that was required for the construction of the pyramids, which translates into gameplay by gifting the player an extra worker. And second, the organization and the efficiency of these laborers, which it translates by improving the work output of the civilization's builders. Very historically apt bonuses overall. The pyramids require the masonry technology. The pyramids represent one of the earliest and most impressive achievements in large-scale stone construction. They mostly consisted of millions of limestone and granite blocks. This means that an astronomical amount of material was quarried near Giza, which stonemasons would later modify into the appropriate sizes. This whole process requires a great understanding of accruing and modifying hard material, which the game represents through the masonry technology. The wonder must be built on desert or desert floodplain styles. Another very straightforward feature. While the fertile lands of Egypt were concentrated along the Nile River, the monumental pyramids themselves were constructed on the desert plateau just outside the river's floodplain.
From the height of these pyramids, 40 centuries look down on us.
The in-game quote comes from Napoleon Bonaparte, who was reportedly addressing his soldiers during the Egyptian campaign in 1798. The sentiment of the quote captures the immense historical weight of the pyramids. Even by the late 18th century, they were already thousands of years old and had become symbols of the deep antiquity of human civilization. The pyramids are undoubtedly an iconic wonder which has appeared in every single one of the mainline Civilization games. The sheer scale of them has puzzled historians for millennia, and is a testament to what humans can construct when they organize their efforts. In that way, Civ VI chooses to place emphasis on the workers that built the pyramids rather than the pharaohs who were entombed in them, which I find very fair.